different professor. Apparently nowhere near as nice as Weasley.
I don't care if Weasley is nice. I find everything about Transfiguration utterly unnerving.
I don't know why you'd be scared. It's not as if anything can happen while the teacher's around.
I suppose so.
Although, there was that one time that Hilda turned Astoria Cricket into a worm.
What?
Oh, it wasn't serious.
Wasn't serious? Gee, I'm never going back to that.
Oh! Don't know why you're so worried. Don't sit next to Hilda. Simple as that. Oh, wait. Aubrey.
What?
Never mind. Something Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find it easy to read as a star chart. He has no patience for time wasting.
I don't mind saying that I find it hard to comprehend that as a wife. What sort of witch would take that man's hand in marriage? I suppose on the other hand it means it's hope for us.
Oh! I don't know about demigods, but Helen had me on hot bricks the other day, telling us about her colleague who befriended a Griffin. I put my hand up and said we had a Griffin come by our street once and tried to get our rabbit. My sister had to run out after it, throwing stones till it flew off. I thought Helen would be impressed, but honestly glared. She said you never meddle with dangerous beasts. If you ask me, she's the dangerous beast.
Everyone seems to fear Mr. Sharp, not me. I think the man's brilliant. Only barked me twice for singeing my road.
Can't decide if I like Professor Weasley or Professor Hectormore. Hector. Oh! No, Weasley. Oh, they're both brilliant.
Wonder how Sharp injured his leg. I'd wager it was something to do with his time as an aura.
It's awful if you're sat with someone and they're trying to pass notes about. Half the time I get the blame and Hector has no tolerance for that, I can tell you.
You should hear Sharp talking about divination. It's a wonder own ideas don't catch a line. What's to say stars don't have the cards I say? Do all of the professors have their own hours? I imagine they must send a lot of letters.
Oh!
Likely to the ministry.
I wish I received letters from her more often. I like knowing what my siblings are up to. The youngest is learning to genome the garden.
So many letters arrive every day, and none of them is ever for me.
I can't wait till all my sisters are at Hogwarts with me. Their turn to send the owls home.
I used to write to my parents every week. Now I can't remember the last time I sent them an owl. Wonder if they know still alive.
Hogwarts must have hundreds of owls in the owlry. Wonder there's any mice left.
Wish I brought a pet owl to school. Don't misunderstand. I
Oh!
adore toads. At least somewhat. Don't suppose you want a toad?
I do get nervous when the owls fly into the Great Hall. One's bound to crash into me eventually. Yes, it is. Something Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as a star chart. She has no patience for time wasting.
I don't mind saying that I find it hard to comprehend that as a wife. What sort of witch would take that man's hand in marriage? I suppose on the other hand it means it's hope for us lot.
I don't know about demigods, but Helen had me on hot bricks the other day, telling us about her colleague who befriended a Griffin. I put my hand up and said we had a Griffin come by our street once and tried to get our rabbit. My sister had to run out after it, throwing stones till it flew off. I thought Helen would be impressed, but honestly glared. She said you never meddle with dangerous beasts. If you ask me, she's the dangerous beast.
Everyone seems to fear Mr. Sharp, not me. I think the man's brilliant. Only barked me twice for singeing my road.
Can't decide if I like Professor Weasley or Professor Hectormore. Hector. No, Weasley. Oh, they're both brilliant. We're quite fortunate the school's so close to Hogsmeade. There's nothing like it in all of Britain, you know. It's about the only place that doesn't come with the risk of encountering a muggle.
Harry Pippin certainly steered me right for that wound cleaning potion. His potion shop's better than you'd find in London, I reckon.
My friends and I lose track of the time whenever we're at Three Broomsticks. Nearly missed the exam one year. We were so engrossed in our buses.
I'd like to open a shop in Hogsmeade myself someday. Glad Rags could do with some competition.
If I had to pick one shop, it would be Glad Rags. This little is always very helpful, don't you find?
Did you get your witcheroo from Pippin's, or did you pick it yourself? I'm desperately in need of something.
I still can't believe that girl wrote her essay on shrinking solutions and wanted to have us to shrink it before handing it in.
I'm still struggling with antidotes. Startling. So many of them. I'll be sure never to that.
Forgot to read the chapter for potions today.
Oh!
Wish I had a potion to remind myself to do my homework.
Professor Howard is going to quiz us on Rare Water Beach next week. I can't wait to tell her I actually saw a Kelpian island over the summer.
Professor Sharp terrifies me. He glanced sideways at me last week and I almost dropped an entire slobberworm into my cauldron.
That reminds me. Did Scribner say we could borrow the book overnight? Or that we'd get detention if we had it out for the night?
No better feeling than plunging your hands into greenhouse soil. Unless you accidentally upload baby mandrake.
I need to get some Dragonite class for herbology. I refuse to handle Chinese common
Hello
cabbages
there,
with bare
Bricks
hands.
Bricks subscribers, fans, friends, and fans of Harry Potter. Right
Why
now, we
won't
are
she just let
currently
us
going
use
through
Gillyweed?
the
What's the
walkthrough
point
of
in
Hogwarts
learning about
Legacy
herbology
on
if we can't get
PC.
ourselves into some trouble with Gillyweed? If I haven't personally met a merchant by the end of term, I can tell you I shan't be happy.
Scarlet asked me to explain to the class the main use of plants. I said picking them. What?
I never know what to say when I write to the mother. Hello, Mother. Classes are horrendously boring, and Professor Binns is still as dull as when you were in school.
It's a good thing the owlery is away from the rest of the school. Quite the aroma in there.
I've
I
heard
am
that
currently
Isaac Cooper
upgrading
receives
my
several
audio
hours
in
a week from secret admirers.
Camera, so
I
give
suppose
me
he
a
was rather
few
dashing.
days and I will have that
How many
upgraded.
letters do you
But
think
right
come
now,
in
let's
and out
just
of
enjoy
Hogwarts every day?
exploring Hogwarts.
My
Don't
mother
forget
was
to hit
shocked the
like,
first time I
subscribe, and
sent her an
share.
owl from
And thank you
Hogwarts.
so much for
She'd
joining
never
the
seen
live
anything
stream.
like it. She's a muggle, so of course that makes sense. Revelio.
In this walkthrough, I will be unlocking all of the puzzles, but right now we need to get to class and unlock a few more things so we can grab that flying book page and unlock these puzzles.
I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge of the school. Willing to make
Revelio.
If you were a student at Hogwarts, which class would you attend and why? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for joining the live stream.
that all you've got? You're bad!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso, not Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso. Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
This should be easy. Tego. Complicates things. Lucky.
Levioso. Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a good man.
I do enjoy life duel. Only all the students would have that.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve
Hello
it.
there, chat. Thank
A
you so
classroom
much for
duel
joining
is
the
one
live
thing,
stream.
but
We are
battling
currently
dark
going
wizards,
through the
or
walkthrough of
as
Hogwarts
ever more
Legacy.
likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice.
It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Oh, we
Till
are
next
very
time.
interested, chat. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind, just give a like, subscribe, and share. And let me know what you think of Hogwarts Legacy. I am currently using a PC on a 4090 RTX AMD Ryzen 9. A little Harry Potter Easter egg right there for you.
Huh. Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
I'd hate to face Professor...
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio. Revelio.
We are Gryffindor, but I do love the Slytherin colors. They are the best. Chat, if you don't mind, give a like, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comments what you think about Hogwarts Legacy. Are you excited for part 2? I am really looking forward to the 15-hour hours of extra content they're going to deliver. So that's actually why I'm playing through this walkthrough again and sharing it with you, because one, Harry Potter is one of my favorite Lego themes and one of my favorite video games. So thank you so much for joining. To continue on and push through to our classes so we can unlock more spells and basically unlock our broom so we can travel and explore everything.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Revelio. I'm most pleased to be included.
I fell asleep in Transfiguration.
My brother died.
Can you explain why I have received a letter
Revelio.
from a mother claiming to be the mother of a friend of yours asking me to afternoon tea? What did I tell you about making friends with Muggle-borns? I am highly affronted. You will not associate with this friend anymore. And if I hear from this woman again, I will see to it myself that you don't.
I love the details in this game. That is so amazing and such an iconic scene from the movie when Ron Weasley's mom sent him that same telegram.
Revelio.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Revelio.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
games Quidditch on the lawn during the holidays.
Revelio. Lumos.
If I transfigured my poor Tony into a goblin one more time, I would.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Our heads about this? No, I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean...
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Lumos.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
I'd spend all day. And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves! Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion?
Revelio.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack! Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
how you solve that puzzle is just easy math equations. And each one of these symbols equals a number, and it goes from 0 to 9. So all we're doing is just solving math equations and putting in the symbols. Pretty simple, and I will go through all of those. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share, and we're going to continue on to our classes so we can unlock more fun secrets in Hogwarts.
Revelio.
I hear it's on my house.
How do owls know where to deliver their letters?
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Thank you so much for joining the live stream. If you don't mind, give a like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think of Hogwarts Legacy.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to push the sphere as far as... Splendid! Excellent control there. Very good. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
There we go.
Here.
That's it!
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Don't lose your composure.
Brilliant.
I mean, we are in the same class, so it's okay that she won.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Here.
Excellent.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Nicely done. Bisha.
Very good. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Chat. I did that for you. If you don't mind, give a like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for joining the live stream.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Oh, thank you so much, Lazy Lightsaber in Vegas. Really appreciate the support. Thank you for joining the live stream.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
Revelio.
You can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if...
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now,
Okay, chat, so the game just crashed. That is interesting. I've never had that happen on the PlayStation 5, so that's new.